I always blink when I do that. Don't worry, it's just a soda. But cheers, feel free to grab a drink of your choice. I'm not judging. And let's do a casual catch-up because it has been quite some time since we've done that. This is a poppy soda, by the way. Ginger lime is my favorite flavor. I'm a little obsessed, so highly recommend if you haven't tried it already. As you know from my last big life update, I moved from the house I was renting into an apartment. That was back in September. It's December now, and collectively the past couple months I've probably only spent maybe a handful of weekends here because I had so much travel going on. If I wasn't traveling for work, I would be going down to South Florida to visit my family. I'm not sure if you know, but I have a little brother who's 9 years old. So while my sister lives here in Tampa with me, we try to go down as much as we can just so we're still part of his life, supporting him in sports and things like that. And then of course the holidays are coming up, so I was just home for Thanksgiving. I was home right before Thanksgiving because one of my best friends from college got married in Hollywood Beach. So when I'm not traveling out of the state of Florida, I'm usually traveling somewhere locally to see my family. I do want to talk about some of the trips that I went on. I want to hear from you if you've been to any of these places, but being the one-man show that I kind of am here, it was a little hard for me to create content on some of the trips because I was by myself, and I also was working with brands that were asking me to make content for other platforms. So I really had to prioritize making things for Instagram and TikTok over YouTube, which I'm hoping to get better at in 2024. So the last trip I shared was Baltimore, you guys know about. And then after Baltimore, I went to California for almost 2 weeks. I had never been to California before, so it was a huge item on my bucket list that I'm so grateful to have crossed off. And that trip was a lot of different variables. So I started out by flying from Tampa to San Diego, and for that I was working with Visit San Diego to share accessible things to do in the city. I was really excited for that trip because one of my best friends from childhood recently moved out to San Diego with her boyfriend, so it was a great way for me to catch up with her, see her new place, her new area, and just spend some time with her because I haven't been able to do that since she moved to the other side of the country. So she joined me for a couple days, and I created content for Instagram, so you can go on my platform to check that out. I also have a highlight reel on my stories of all the things I did. But overall, I just really loved San Diego. It kind of reminded me of Tampa, but on a much larger scale, just with so many different areas, so many different vibes to it, and so many things to do. You know, I love to be near the water, so I love the whole waterfront area. I got to spend some time at the Seaport Village, which was beautiful and decorated for fall. It was super cute. I stayed in the gas lamp corridor, which was another really nice area, especially if you like going out and stuff like that. Lots of restaurants and bars all within walking distance. And I personally love staying in hotels that are walking/scooting distance because that way I can get to a lot of things I need without the hassle of getting in an Uber with my scooter. But anyway, I just really love San Diego. I loved getting to catch up with my friend Darcy, and I'm actually going to be going back in 2024, so I'm really excited to share more, and hopefully we'll make a YouTube video of that trip as well. Following San Diego, I took an Amtrak train for the first time ever by myself with my mobility scooter, with my luggage. I was really nervous going into it, but it really ended up being such a seamless experience. I did make a quick video sharing what that experience was like for me, but I took the train from San Diego to Los Angeles. It was about a 3-hour ride, beautiful views along the Pacific, along the coast, and everyone was super helpful getting my luggage out and stuff like that. So can't say more positive things about that experience with Amtrak. While I was in LA, I spent one night in Santa Monica, which was absolutely beautiful. And while I was there, I got to meet my manager for the first time ever, which is something that I've really been wanting to do for quite some time now. We've been working together for over a year, and it was just so nice to get dinner with her, get some drinks, and get to know each other in person. After Santa Monica, I really had a low-key time and spent some time with my friends who live in Long Beach, California. So I stayed with them for a whole week, and it was really great. My family is from Long Beach, New York, so it was really cool for me to see Long Beach, California, you know, both of them being beach towns, but super different in their own ways. I loved Long Beach, California. While I was there, I went to Disneyland for the first time. If you know me, you know I live in Florida. I grew up going to Disney World, so Disney World is so big in comparison to Disneyland, but I was still so excited to go to Disneyland because it is the original. You know, it's the first one ever. I was really excited to ride some of the rides that we have here in Florida and kind of compare the differences, and also ride brand new ones that are brand new to me that I had never been on before. So if you've been to Disneyland, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite ride, or do you like Disney World over Disneyland? At Disneyland, I personally loved the Haunted Mansion. It was decorated like A Nightmare Before Christmas, and in Florida they don't do it, so it was really cool to see how they go all out in transforming that ride. I also really liked the Cars ride, and I loved the Incredicoaster because I'm a huge fan of the Incredibles, so I thought those rides were really cute and stood out to me the most. I also got to meet up with my friend Jacob, who has cerebral palsy, and he's a surfer, so we spent almost an entire day together. We got breakfast, he showed me around his area where he lives, and it was just really nice to finally meet someone that I've known online for some years now in person. And because he has cerebral palsy too, very similar to mine, we got to kind of exchange more about what it is that we go through and relate to each other. So it was overall a really incredible time. I also got to meet up with my friends Cole and Charisma. They have a YouTube channel too, and I met them a couple years ago when I went on a trip with Disney actually. So I met up with them, we got dinner one night, and they've been doing YouTube for years, so definitely go subscribe to their channel if you don't already. They've been such genuine friends to me and never hesitate to answer my questions. I'm so grateful, and I'm just happy to have been able to spend some more time with them. I loved Seal Beach. I went to the pier there, saw the sunset, which is just my absolute favorite thing to do. That's kind of a quick recap of what my California trip was. Other than travel, I've been in Florida ever since California. I turned 31 in November. Because I had been traveling so much, I really wanted to keep it low-key, so I went to Orlando, which is about an hour drive from where I live. Went around Disney Springs. I saw a concert. I saw Pink in concert. She was absolutely amazing. And it was a really low-key weekend, but it was exactly what I needed, because then I went down to South Florida for about a week to spend time with my family for Thanksgiving. Besides my birthday, besides family time, and besides traveling, I've been really just trying to get realigned with my content, and I wanted to check in with you all who are watching to hear from you. What kind of content do you want to see from me in 2024? I did a question box on my Instagram a couple days ago asking people for ideas of content, because I've been feeling just in a creative slump. You know, while I do love sharing travel and accessible travel, I don't want that to be the only thing I'm sharing, because there's a lot of different aspects of my life. There's a lot of different aspects about living with a disability, and then also just life in general. So if there's anything that you're interested in seeing, let me know. I've been really grateful in between all the travel to work on some campaigns in kind of the fashion space. I did some with QVC. They recently collaborated with Selma Blair, and she did a whole adaptive line, which I was so excited to learn about and also get some of those products, because adaptive fashion usually isn't that cute, but the products that she made were really cute and really stylish, so I was really grateful and appreciative to be part of that campaign, and then of course also share those resources with anyone who may benefit from them. But anyway, no matter what your ideas are, please let me know in the comments. I am planning for 2024. I'm going to take all of your ideas into consideration, and I hope to hit as much of them as I can. But before the year wraps up, we have an exciting holiday season coming up. Hanukkah already started last night, and a lot of people were already commenting, I didn't know you were Jewish. So I am actually half Jewish, so I celebrate Christmas and Hanukkah. Both traditions that I really love. Growing up, I always had a Christmas tree, but also lit the menorahs all 8 nights of Hanukkah. And that's a tradition that I'm really proud of and want to keep going, you know, eventually when I have kids and stuff too. So I love making latkes. It's one of my favorite traditions. My sister's gonna come over tonight, so we're gonna make some latkes, light the menorah, exchange gifts, and for Christmas I am going to be going back down to South Florida to spend time with my family. What are your traditions during the holidays? I love hearing from you guys what you do, and some of you have some really unique things that I even think of incorporating into my own traditions, so I appreciate when you share with me. Last thing I'm going to talk about, because I do get this question a lot, what is going on with my knee? My knee is doing okay. I'll be honest, it feels pretty much every single day I feel some kind of pain, specifically in my left knee when I'm bending or straightening my leg. Bending down has become really hard for me. I need to get one of those like grabber things. I went to the doctor a month ago. He took a look. He was also pretty concerned with like the crinkly noises that my knee is making. So I got another cortisone shot in my knee. And the plan of action is that I need to change my health insurance because the insurance I'm on right now does not cover the shot that my doctor is recommending. It's a hyaluronic acid shot that would be injected directly into my knee to help basically smooth things out, you know, serve as kind of a lube, so when I am bending and straightening my leg, the bones aren't really rubbing together. So I'm hoping to be on new insurance by January 1st, so I can get that shot in January, and from what I've heard, it's been really helpful for people who have similar feelings. So I'm really hopeful that that will be a temporary solution. All right, that is a wrap on the updates that I wanted to share for this video specifically. I'll have another one out within the next week, so be sure to check back. And I hope you all have a happy holiday season. No matter what it is you celebrate, just remember to be kind and enjoy the time with your loved ones. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and have a great weekend, everyone.